Hello there, long time no see, and I'm really sorry about that. I've been not feeling too well, so I'm trying to get full fitness, having all these vitamin pills and all that, and I'm feeling slightly better. So I haven't done a video for about 3 weeks, about a month, but I'm back. So what have I missed? Well, not very much actually. My last video was actually about Ben Affleck becoming Batman and the big shock, and everyone's so angry. As I said before, really excited about this casting. It could have been so many people. It could even have been better actors, I suppose. I mean, Christian Bale, hard act to follow, but I just believe totally different way of going with things. And also, he hasn't just been cast because of his acting. DC and Warner want him involved with the DC properties because he's a great director, and he's proven that he's an award-winning director, you know, so that's why he's in there as well. But a big announcement this past week, hasn't it? J.K. Rowling will write her first screenplay and bring back her Harry Potter magical universe. Now, J.K. Rowling, known as Jo to her friends and people who work closely with her, has said this is not a Harry Potter story. This is not a prequel. This is expanding the Harry Potter magical universe. Now, basically, that could mean absolutely anything. Now, she's discussed what it's all going to be about, and I can't remember it all in the back of my mind. Basically, I think there's a book that they read about at Hogwarts if you watch the Harry Potter movies, or read the books, of course, which you should always read the books first, which I have never read the books because I'm not a reader, unfortunately. But yeah, if you look out, there is, I think there's a book called Beautiful Creatures or something like that, and that's what it's going to be about. So I don't know too much about it, but I do know that whatever it's called, whatever it is, J.K. Rowling and Warner Brothers were always going to get their heads together. We're always going to bring back this universe. So no, it's not going to be about Harry Potter. Harry Potter won't be involved, but this universe, this franchise, is very much alive. I even knew, or had a great feeling after the Deathly Hallows Part 2, that J.K. Rowling and Warner Brothers would be back. Warner Brothers know Harry Potter's big business. Whether it's about that character, as I said before, the magical universe, it was always going to come back. And it's back. And now, with the success of Man of Steel and expanding DC's superhero universe, along with this is big business now, because now they have two massive weapons, many massive weapons now against Disney, who by buying Star Wars, by buying Lucasfilm, are very much in business. And you know, it's there's only two motion picture companies in competition who are making the big pictures, and that's Disney and it's Warner Brothers. And the same goes for the TV shows, really. It's Disney and Warner Bros. Who are really the big players now. So it's just going to be interesting how that develops. But I'm really happy and really excited that J.K. Rowling is not just coming back with her universe, but she's writing the screenplay. Now, obviously, what I love about J.K. Rowling, I really love about J.K. Rowling, is that her involvement in the Potter films and how she was really involved and nothing happened without her say-so. Now she'll be even more in charge of this project, an even bigger say-so. Wouldn't surprise me, as well as writing the screenplay, she'll have a producer's credit. It's a shame she can't direct, as far as we know. But who will direct the first of these many movies? And there's going to be a lot of them, no question about it. Well, it's interesting, isn't it? Very interesting, and I can't fathom a guess. My brother joked with me the other day, maybe Ben Affleck. No, actually, he joked with me, maybe J.J. Abrams. But why I said Ben Affleck, I've actually got a little feeling that he could be involved here. But it could be absolutely anyone. I mean, J.K. Rowling knows who she wants. Whether it's writers, actors, artists, anyone. The woman knows what she wants. I've got so much respect for this woman. The concept that she created with Harry Potter is not just the story. It's not just the characters. It's the thought. Even with the character names, something like Bagfoot or anything, there's so much thought that goes into what the woman does. And she's amazing. totally love great storytellers. I love people with imaginations. Now, I was talking about J.J. Abrams before, and he officially confirmed he will not be directing Star Trek 3. Now, a lot of dodgy sites I've read have said J.J. Abrams done with Star Trek. J.J. Abrams is not done with Star Trek. He won't be directing the movies anymore because he's too involved with Star Wars now, which is a good thing. But he, make no mistake, he is in charge. He's still in charge of the Star Trek franchise. He will recruit the director. He will probably write the screenplay. I don't know if he's bringing new writers in. The thing is now with Star Trek, because the Trekkies, the diehards, were very upset with Into Darkness, Star Trek Into Darkness, something different has to happen. Now, I absolutely love JJ's Star Trek universe. I think he's a genius with what he's done with the alternate universe and all of that. I think my only issue really with Into Darkness, which I thoroughly enjoyed as well, was the trailers really gave us an impression that Benedict Cumberbatch's Khan was going to be really frightening, really a hard act to stop, and one of the great movie villains. And he was a bit underwhelming. I enjoyed Benedict's performance. I thought he was a good villain without being a great villain, and I enjoyed the film. I just think the trailers misinformed us a little bit. But as a movie, I absolutely loved it. I do think the villain from the first movie was really good, played brilliantly by Eric Bana, and J.J. Abrams come up with a great villain there. It wouldn't surprise me if Nero, that's right, we see Nero in the third film, because he was a popular villain. I don't know what's going to happen, or maybe someone from the past, or maybe something completely new. What I do know is that J.J. Abrams has done a terrific job with the new. It's not a reboot, it's the same kind of different timeline, but it's the same universe, if you like. I love it. I'm glad Star Trek's back. Let's not forget that the first and second films have made more money than the other Star Trek movies, and I love the other Star Trek movies as well, especially Star Trek The Motion Picture and Star Trek 2 The Wrath of Khan, and The Search for Spock was awesome as well. So I know people get angry. I know people are passionate about their movies and about their comic books or their soaps or whatever you're passionate about. But just remember, these people work extremely hard, especially some of the stuff I've heard people say about Into Darkness. A lot of people work hard on these things. Editors, writers, the dinner lady, the cleaner, whatever. Everyone works hard. Like the people who watch the movies work hard. I know that. We all work hard. Well, I don't really do much. But anyway, what I'm saying is that we've got to put this into perspective. It wasn't that bad. Go back and watch it. It wasn't a bad movie. There are worse movies, but I agree the reaction, there is some justification, but you just got to be careful how you talk. I mean, I think one of the writers, it's funny how they do read these blogs and these people's comments on Facebook, and I think one of the writers actually responded swearing to people, and I think everyone's passionate, especially the people who make these things. These people who made who made Star Trek Into Darkness are passionate. They do care. So it's always, we have a right to our opinions, but it's the way we articulate those opinions that's very important. And of course, before I go, we have got the posters for the Doctor Who 50th anniversary special, and we've got a title, The Day of the Doctor, which I think is an awesome title, mainly because it gives nothing away. Do you want to see the poster? Right, I've got it on my PS3 opening screen. Here you are, if you can see it. You can probably just about see that. It's pretty cool, isn't it? I'm really looking forward to this. You might not know if you don't go on my Facebook, but I am moving to Cyprus at the end of the month. The YouTube videos will still go up. I'll still be going on and getting on your nerves on Facebook and Twitter. Geektastic555 on Twitter. I'm Mick Meanus on Facebook, so add me, follow me, or whatever you want to do. I'm always available to chat to about what you want to talk about as well. And there's so many things going on. There's so many new properties being developed as well. One I want to put out there that's not being redeveloped at the moment. There's so many reboots happening, but I think something has to be done with Quantum Leap. I really do. It has to come back either as a movie series or even as a limited series like they're doing with 24, and bring that back. But also what I want to say is X-Files. There's this big campaign to get an X-Files, a third movie. I'm talking about maybe doing a limited series. Now that Fox are back in the game with Popcorn TV, I think that's a great idea. Any breaking news, I will break it to you, not only on YouTube, but on Twitter and on Facebook. And I am thinking about doing a new Facebook group. I'm thinking about closing down Mickey's World. I know only 7 members, so I'm thinking of calling a group Geektastic, which will do the same thing as Mickey's World. Breaking news, talking about the issues, talking about entertainment, talking about movies, talking about TV shows. Let me know what you think, people. We'll talk again.